I appreciate you very much for the introduction. You know, guys, this young lady, she's right. We've been family for over 20 plus years, and but we've been in business together now for the last, I would say, 10 years or so, 9 or 10 years. And so, one of my top leaders in my organization, so excited to have her on board as well. She got the call. I got the call before the company opened its doors. So we're blessed to be founding members of the company that I'm going to share some information with you about tonight. I just got spotlighted, I believe. So Mr. Benson's still doing his thing over there. So we're excited, guys. You know, this has
That
been a
was
great
me.
day. Thank you, Mr. Benson. So this has been an incredible day. We've had the pleasure of um, being mentored and coached by, to me, one of the greatest individuals in the industry of direct sales, Mr. Holton Buggs. When he gives a presentation, he's teaching. And that's a wonderful thing. And so he shared some things today, and I actually took some great notes. I've heard this presentation numerous times, but you always get something new, something fresh when you hear it again and again and again. So as a part of this business, you know, we're used to hearing things, but I'm always listening for that one thing. There's always one thing that can change your life forever. It just takes a small degree of moving your steps in a 1 degree, and you'll be totally in a totally different direction in your life. And that's what we need. You know, we don't want to continue to stay down the same road that we've always been. You know, I've been sharing with people. I haven't done any coaching lately, but I do coach when I do talk to people, and they said, you know, we want to just get back to normal. You know, with this pandemic and everything that's taking place in life, we just want to go back to normal and do the things we used to do. And I want to just challenge your thinking on that, because you know what was so great about your normal that you want to return to it. Because see, to me, most people, I would say most, like 99.5% of people are struggling in this world. And so your normal is your comfort zone, and your comfort zone will keep you broke. And the one thing you want to do is take a shift in your life. You want to change your paradigm, and you want to make sure that you know you're about a purpose and not about a position. You don't want to stay in that same mindset. You want to change your mindset. And so, you know, tonight I'm just going to share some things with you that literally helped us see things differently. I never thought I'd be a part of a company that, you know, that's at ground floor, literally before the doors were open. I had the pleasure of being in business with Mr. Buggs, who's the CEO of this company, with the last company that he was with. And let me tell you something about this. This young man who retired at the age of 26, he's 45 years old now. He's been in the industry for 30 plus years of direct sales. This young man literally took a company in the last 10 years to over $3 billion in sales. Now, I want to put that in perspective. I don't know anybody personally, and I actually happen to know him personally, that has done that type of business. You know, we hear about the Zuckerbergs, we hear about the Bezos and all those you know, the Bill Gates, and yeah, but we didn't know them before they did the 3 billion. See, I knew Mr. Bugs before he was doing $1 million a month with the last company. I knew him before then, so I've seen this young man go from a gentleman that has always been empowering people, always wanting the best for people, and decided to take those people along with him into this business. And when I say take them along with him, what I mean is that he's literally has the uh, the 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 mass of people. He has them in mind when he built this business. In other words, he's leveled the playing field for everyone to win. Because we come from an industry that, you know, if you don't have a developed skill set in selling and recruiting or building, you can't win. And so he decided to change that. And so I commend him for that, because, you know, we want everyone to win. There's no reason to build a team if you don't want the team to win. There's no reason to engage people in this opportunity if you don't want the people to win. We don't want to just take in an investment when people get started and they cannot get that return on that investment. That's not what we're about. We're about everybody leveling up, being able to grow, not just physically their business, but spiritually and internally, and with the purpose in mind. And so I thank Mr. Buggs for creating this company for us, those people who, you know, don't have the skill set of just going out there and just blowing something out the water. With this company, you can do that. With this company, you have the opportunity to do that. It has been leveled for you. So I'm gonna see if we can get the presentation started, Mr. Bugs. I just called you Mr. Bugs, Mr. Vincent. So let me see if I can share the screen. Absolutely, I think this might work. So everybody can hear me, right? Uh-oh. So I have the power to share the screen, but I don't think I have the.
I'll have it, Miss Johnson, if you want me to put it up.
Can you see it? I have the presentation up already.
Yes, we can see it, but you're on the
third
third
slide.
page.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Okay, good. I couldn't get it to move there. Okay, great. So I have to stop sharing again. Hang on a second because it went away.
All right.
So let's try again. It does that sometimes.
Yes.
This is technology. Excellent. Okay.
Yes.
We are here. So thank you so much. It takes a whole team to raise a business. So thank you so much. So guys, the name of the company is iBoomerang. And if you understand the ability for a boomerang to physically work, if that means you throw out something and it comes back to you. So if you understand how boomerangs work down in Australia, I've never thrown a boomerang. I've never had one returned to me, but I do believe in the principle of sowing and reaping. I do believe in the principle of actually planting seeds and reaping a harvest. Okay, the law of reciprocity. And so we built this business on that principle because we understand. Mr. Buggs said it today, and I loved it. He says, I've earned more in life by sharing and giving to people without an expectation of anything in return. He says, earning millions of dollars, that was okay, but I couldn't help everybody do that. And so that's why I created this business. He says, but also the mere fact that when I got to a point in my life, whereas, I was, money doesn't give you all the happiness in the world. He says, but so I wanted to do something different. So the best time of his life was when he was actually able to just give to people without them even knowing it was him giving. He was sewing into people. He was leaving huge tips at restaurants for the people that were serving him. He was, doing things of that nature. So he decided that this law has blessed him more than the business itself. And so he built a business on that concept, on that business model, and on that principle called iBoomerang. So we have literally taken this model and we're saying we're going to throw out some technology to some friends, family, and acquaintances. And when they utilize that technology, whether they utilize it right then and there or down the line, guess what? We will get the reaping of that boomerang when we send it out. So you probably said, Tanya, I don't know what you're talking about, but keep talking. So I'm gonna keep talking. So there's a disclaimer. And the disclaimer basically says that if you do the work, you get paid. This is not a get-rich-quick opportunity. This is a business. If you treat it like a business, you'll get paid like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, you get paid like a hobby. But we have to share this disclaimer because there's a lot of money involved in this industry and in this particular business as well. Let me share something with you. What Mr. Buggs said today, which I absolutely love. He says, guys, we are approaching $100 million already in revenue, in sales, in this business. And when he said that, it floored me because I've been here with him before. I've been with this gentleman in that position. It was at the very beginning of the last company we were with. And within the first 2 years of that company, we hit over $100 million within the first 2 years. Guys, I want to share something with you today. We are a ground floor opportunity. We are in formulation. We're at the very beginning. We're only 15 months old. We have not even hit 1 year officially. Our first couple of months was beta testing and all of that. We were, before we opened the doors, before we knew anything about iBoomerang, we were just sponsoring people, bringing them into the business. We didn't know what the crib was. That wasn't even there yet. But guys, we launched the business officially in September. So we're not even 1 year old, and you're looking at this company before it becomes a household name. So let me ask you a question. When Amazon was 15 months old, where were you? Did someone give you a call and say, hey, come on out, I want to share something with you. I want to invite you to a board meeting, sit down with us. We're going to give you a concept that can put some money in your pocket and build a legacy of income for you and your family. Where were you when Uber opened their doors back in 2009? now a multi-billion-dollar company, guys, in the last 10 years. And all they did was create a system of access for people to earn income. Where were you when Apple opened its doors when it was 15 months old? Guys, we are 15 months old, approaching $100 million. What we did in our first 90 days of business, it took Apple, Uber, and Amazon 2 to 3 years to do in their business. So that's what we have on our hands right now. That's what we're looking at. That's where you're sitting right now tonight on July the 19th, right? At 9 o'clock at night, you're looking at this information because you know what? You're looking for something. You're seeking something. And I promise you, whatever you're seeking is seeking you as well. So guys, it's time for us to take control, not of just our money, but our time as well. It's time for you to start a home-based business. Why is that? Because everybody's at home. Why is that? Because there are millions of people that are out of work and they're looking to do something different. Everybody's not looking to go back into corporate America. Everybody's not looking back to go into an office setting. They're looking to do something different. And this is the opportunity. This is the business that can change their lives forever. So our mission is to provide an opportunity to succeed without selling by offering a 5-star lifestyle at 3-star prices. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you from an outdated business model. That was the direct sales industry has been the same for the last 60, 70, 80 years. And Mr. Bug says it best. He says the system is broke, but the people aren't. The system was broke because all it did was cater to those who were able to build and those who were able to sell. They built that skill set. They developed that. Well, 97% of the people don't want to develop a skill set to sell. They don't want to recruit anybody because they don't want to hear the word no. So, where customers pay more and only the most experienced win, that was the old dynamic that was built for the last 70, 80 years in network marketing. We're going to introduce you to a new modern era where we make money only when customers save money, and we have advanced tools to help you succeed with proven leadership. Okay, so this is the leadership. This is Mr. Holton Buggs. Back in 1990, this gentleman, he actually got into this industry of direct sales, and he failed for the first 7 years. And I say failed because, he didn't meet his expectations, but he did not quit on his dreams. See, he only earned $500 a month for the first 7 years. See, most people won't stay in a business for 6 months without a return that they think they're supposed to have, but yet they'll give corporate America 30, 40 years of their time, okay, to work a job. And then you're supposed to be able to retire on 40% of that after 40 years. It doesn't work that way anymore, guys. This is not the industrial age. We're in a technology age. And so he failed for the first 7 years, but he fell forward. He didn't fail and quit. He fell and continued his process and continued his growth. And his dreams were bigger than his failures. His dreams and his goals, his vision was bigger than anybody telling him no. And so he developed a formula and a system that achieved rapid success. I was there when he did that. It was with a company called Cyberwise. He took that company over $30 million, guys, in their first 3 years of business. Then he partnered with Organo back in 2009. He was selling coffee during Hurricane Ike. He launched a company during Hurricane Ike. How many of you guys remember when Hurricane Ike hit? There was no power in town. There was, things were, disrupted. And this gentleman was focused enough to launch a company with the leadership with the owner and the CEO of that company, partnered with them. He was not in corporate side. He was actually in the field. Okay. He was actually in the field working the business. Okay. And this gentleman took that company to a 3 million sales force around the world, over $3 billion in sales, and he generated over $100 million himself of income from one sitting position with that company. Guys, he helped us over 45 people earn $1 million in that company. So if he did that for a company that he did not own, what do you think he'll do for his own company? We've already seen what he's done. Just in the last 3 months, he dropped in over $4 million additional dollars into the comp plan so that it would incentivize us to go out and build this thing during a pandemic. And we did. We blew it out of the water to the point he kept putting more money into the comp plan. Guys, the comp plan was already paying us well. But Mr. Bud says, you know what? I'm going to make it even better. I'm going to make this thing simpler for you guys to win. See, he wants us to win. So that's the leadership that you have in front of you, Mr. Holton Bucks. Then the gentleman right beside him, Mr. Edwin Haynes, is my sponsor, my personal sponsor, Global Master Ambassador, a gentle giant, just one of the greatest gentlemen in this industry, in my opinion, is well sought out all over the world for training. A very diversified businessman. He's just not indirect sales. He is in all areas of commerce as well. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for Mr. Haynes. Then you have Mr. T. Gray, VP of Operations, and Mr. Mark Kithcart. Guys, these are the dynamic duo of our corporate structure. They train us every Saturday. Very successful in their own right, as well as Mr. Mark Kithcart comes out of Silicon Valley, out in California. Then we have Lori Spears, Director of Travel, guys, our goddess of travel, just well-versed of over 20 plus years in this industry as well, and speaks before Congress on our behalf. Then you have David Manning, the CEO of Extreme Travel, who has actually partnered with Mr. Buds, and he is our backbone for our travel component of iBoomerang. But then you have Peter Hirsch, our Chief Giving Officer, guys. He's over our nonprofit foundation, the Boom Foundation. He and his wife, Karen, and he's a Blue Diamond in his company. But guys, this guy's an attorney and a pastor. That's an amazing feat in itself, an attorney and a pastor. So we have an incredible leadership, and this is just a part of the leadership of iBoomerang. But our team created a concept to make the future of business easier, guys, with the Prib. So, you probably say, well, Ms. Johnson, you done talked about travel and all kinds of things, but you're still not making sense. So I'm about to make some sense now. I want you guys to understand what the Prib is all about. The Prib is your perpetual residual income builder. If you understand the word perpetual, that means it's for eternity. It's constant. It's going to continue to pay you eternally. And so what's going to pay you? So we use the Prib as our front, it's not, I won't say the front door, but the Prib is the heartbeat of iBoomerang. Everything that we do, every customer that we acquire goes into the Prib. So let me share with you what I'm talking about. So the Prib assists you in a whole lot of things. So if you had a traditional business, you would be responsible for following up and selling and upselling, cross-selling, doing the orientation for your new partners, your customers, your training upgrades. You would be responsible for all of that. If you were in direct sales industry, you would be responsible for everything except training and events. If you were franchising, you would spend a lot of money. When you do franchise, there is very little profit in the very beginning of franchising, and you have a lot of responsibility in franchising. But guys, the Prib is designed to do everything for you in this particular business. Now, that does not mean that you do not work. You do work. You go out and acquire customers for free. But then once the customers have been acquired and their data is put into the Prib, now they're your customer forever, and everything that goes to the Prib will also go before your customer. So you're probably saying, well, Ms. Johnson, I still don't understand. Excellent. Let me share with you. So we talked about the Prib. If you understand the Prib, if you understand what Google Assist is, if you understand what Siri is, or Alexa, the Prib is that to iBoomerang. You pour in everything to Alexa. Alexa can talk back to you, right? So it's actually built off of data analytics and artificial intelligence. And so the Prib is now housing our customers that we acquire for free through our travel platform, iGo. So guys, we've already acquired over 800,000 customers to date with our iGo travel platform. Why are we using travel to acquire customers? Because travel is sexy. Travel is fun. It's a worldwide business. In other words, it's a $8 trillion industry that we're given access to for people to earn income with technology. So when you get your customers, when you go out and get your customers, I'm going to share with you how to do that, and they become your customer for life. Now they're a part of the Prib. The Prib is built on data analytics and artificial intelligence. Let me give you an example. When you go to Amazon and you look up, Adidas tennis shoes, or, what is it I looked up the other day that showed up on my phone immediately? I was buying something and it immediately showed up. I didn't purchase it, But let's say tennis shoes. And I said, okay, I'm not going to buy them right now. Oh, it's a watch. And I don't even know the watch, but it was a watch. And I said, I don't really need this watch. That watch, I looked up at Amazon. It showed up on my Facebook account. It showed up on my Instagram account. It showed up in emails. It showed up because it sees what I'm looking for because I put in the information when I went to Amazon. Okay? So because of that, that artificial intelligence now knows what Latanya's looking for. Think about it. Amazon was a book company in the beginning. I used to buy books from Amazon all the time because I love to read. And when I did that, it would tell me, because I used to read mysteries all the time. And so it would cater to me and it would send me information on mystery novels. You might want to read this book. Other people who read your book, they read this book as well. So you might want to look at this book. So it was that kind of conversation, right? So it's actually taking in my data, what I like to look at, and it keeps it and it feeds me, it markets to me. And then what I do is, okay, I might read that book. So I go and purchase that book. So they're constantly coming to me saying, hey, this is available to you because you like to read mysteries. That is what the Prib is. The Prib is right now being developed and being fed artificial intelligence and data analytics on all of our customers. Why? Because we're putting more businesses into the Prib. Travel is just the first vertical that we created that is a part of the Prib. I'm hoping I'm making sense now. So I told you travel is an $8 trillion industry, guys. Let me tell you something. It is controlled by two companies, Booking Holdings and Expedia Group, and two companies only. They control over 45 aggregated websites. They do it at retail prices and markup. So when you go to bookings.com and Agoda and Priceline, where you think you're saving money, you're really purchasing retail products, retail packages when you book through them. Okay, it's a $190 billion industry for them, for what they've done, what they've made. But then what we do is we offer the same inventory, we pass the savings on to you. How do we do that? Because we give you behind the curtain prices. Guys, this is travel. If you're saying people aren't traveling right now, I beg to differ. They're traveling all over the world. In fact, our corporate team just got back from Cabo San Lucas last weekend, stayed at a 5-star all-inclusive resort hotel on Mr. Bugs. He paid for everything. Okay, he said it was the most clean vacation he's ever been a part of because they're so focused on keeping things clean now and sanitizing everything that now people are traveling. They just got to get more comfortable when they travel. But people are traveling, guys. So let me give you an idea of what compared prices look like on our platform compared to Expedia. You have a New York City 4.5-star hotel. That price is $339 per night. On our iGo platform, that price is $178 a night. There's a savings of $161. You have a 4-star hotel in Paris, France at $440 per night. Guys, who goes to Paris for one night? Think about that. On our platform, it's $130 a night, and that's a savings of $310. Imagine staying in Paris for a week. That savings is now over $2,100. I want you to think about that because what I'm about to share with you soon will make clear sense why we talk about saving so much. And then you have rental car packages with $392 total. And on our iGo platform is $221. That's $171 savings. So down here are some of the receipts from some of our partners that have traveled. You have Ruben. I think he was in, I think it was Colorado. I think he went to. And this package was, his reservation was $450. His credits that he earned was 510 credits, which can go to a future trip. And his savings was over $1,341. Guys, that's almost 3 times the cost of his reservation altogether is what he saved. Then I'm going to jump over here. Mr. Bugs loves Cabo San Lucas. He was at another resort last year. I think it was for his birthday. This reservation is $1,348. It was a 5-star resort hotel, had a butler and everything. Credits of 1,687 credits and almost $1,600 in savings. Okay, so we're in travel, guys, but that's not all we're in. But we do offer a 5-star lifestyle at 3-star prices. We give you access to core services. We have not only just hotels, rental cars, and cruises, but we give you access to flights. And there's no commission on flights because there's no margin in flights. But we offer that to you so that you can book through our platform, and you can actually get points when you book. where we offer you homes, guys. We offer you multi-million-dollar homes that typically would cost you between $25,000 to $30,000 to become a part of a travel vacation club. We offer you weeks vacations, whereas you can book a week vacation in exotic areas for $199 for an entire week. We offer you a marketplace, whereas you can actually bid on vacations. And we have a timeshare platform, whereas if you do have a timeshare, you can place it on our platform, and we can actually go out and partake of your timeshare. So we also offer wine club, gift cards, theme parks, outdoor activities, guys. All these things are available. They're discounted, and they come with points as well. Those discounted points, so you actually get a chance to, when you purchase those, they go towards your next vacation as well. So do you boomerang? Yes, I boomerang. I think we all do. And so, guys, this is some of the technology that we're doing right now. This is what I'll share with you about giving out technology, and it comes back to you in the form of commission. So we generate a code. We send that code to our friends, family, and acquaintances, and they literally take that code and they plug it into igoboom.com. And so then they're activated. Now they're your customer for life. Okay, once they go through the activation process, they're your customer for life. They're in the crib. Okay, and every time we give out a boomerang, we serve proper nutrition to undernourished children all over the world. And so over 4.4 million proper servings have been served in 2019. Okay, and so let me share with you how this works. This travel savings bonus works. Okay, and y'all have that. Can you mute that out, Mrs. Carter, for me? So the ambassador platform saves 41%, right? We get savings up to 70% because we are part of the iBoomerang travel business. Okay, that's we're members of this travel company, right? But we're not a travel company. We are a technology company. We offer technology. But if you take a trip to Cancun here, right here, public price is $1,046 for this 5-star hotel. The savings, my savings is $424. My cost for my trip was $621. But over here, if I give a boomerang to a friend and I want them to come with me and they go the same time, same day, same hotel, same room, guess what? Their savings is $212, which is half of what I've saved. And their cost for their trip is $834. So what we do is this is me. I took a boomerang. I gave it to my friends. Okay. They booked their trip. They took their trip. Now a savings has been generated of $212. And guess what? I earned $106. What did I do? I sent them some technology for free. There's no cost to our customers at all. Okay. We sent them technology for free. They booked a trip. They took a trip. And guess what? I got paid $106. Guys, Mr. Bucks pays out 50% to all of our referring ambassadors a travel savings bonus. Okay. He pays out 85% of that total savings as well. And the company only gets 15% left from this travel savings bonus. Okay. So one of the fastest growing segments of travel is the drive share industry. Let me tell you something. Every time we go to Vegas for conference, I'm either in an Uber or a Lyft. And I've talked to these guys, and you find out what's their what's the good things, what's the pros and cons of driving, and everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a story. And Mr. Bugs did the same thing. He inquired, he talked, he had gleaned information from these drivers to find out what's good and what's bad. And so he decided to go out and purchase a rideshare company and build his own rideshare company. So remember I told you, we opened the door to this company through travel. So that goes into the Prib. So all of our customers go through our travel platform. That's how we give out all of our websites, all of our technology. It goes into the Prib, but whatever's in the Prib also goes and is exposed to your customers. Well, we've already dropped one vertical in there, which is the iGo platform. The second vertical that we put into the Prib is the Vibe Ride. Guys, we have our own rideshare company. And I should say drive share company. And I'm going to tell you something. That's not the only business that's going to be in the Prib. Imagine having a mobile phone service that's a part of the Prib as well. That will be the next thing that's coming into the Prib. And then we're about to expand our rideshare company to international. So we've done a beta testing in Florida and Texas. And now we're looking to expand our rideshare to other cities in the United States. But we're just told that we're about to go into Mexico. And I'm super excited about that. So I'm introducing Vibe to you guys. And so think about this. If you had a rideshare company that would cater to your vibe, If you didn't feel like talking to your driver, you can tell that driver, you know what, I don't want to talk today. So you just hit a button and he knows that. Okay. But what if you have you want to hear some jazz? What you do is you on your app, you would say, look, not rock and roll. I want to listen to some jazz. And then over here, you say, you know what, I want the temperature set to 72 degrees. And they'll set that temperature for you. And then what about if you're a female out at night and you're hanging out with your girls, but you don't want a male driver to pick you up. You want to feel safe. So we have this thing called girl power. And you hit that button and a female driver comes to pick you up. Guys, this is incredible. This is incredible. So that means that we have a rideshare company that actually caters to the customer to set their own vibe. That's all part of the app. Okay. And so that's one thing that I love. But here's the number one thing that I love about this business. Guys, people get paid. When you drive for Uber and Lyft, you only get paid when you're in the seat, when you're driving, when you're out at night and you're picking up rides and things of that nature. But the one thing that you could ask one of those drivers, when you go to bed at night, are you still earning money from Uber or Lyft? You could ask them that question. And their answer is going to be, well, no, it's not. I'm not earning any money. Then you can say, well, look, I can show you how. And so we have this thing called the next gen drive share, which is the D3. And typically, drivers still want to drive and they'll drive for Uber and Lyft. And we're not asking anybody to stop driving for those companies. That's not what we're doing. We're asking them to actually add us to their portfolio so that they can drive for us as well. But here's what sets us apart from Uber and Lyft. You can earn money when you drive, but you can also introduce this to people who just want to earn money with others drive as well. So if I have people that are already earning money when they drive, and guess what? I don't have to drive anymore because I can already just call people and say, hey, you want to drive? And they will actually get signed up. I will give them the app. They will actually go through the process of getting signed up. The Prib will take care of all of their registration. It will stay in contact with them, move them along through the system until they're completely registered in this business. And now every time one of my drivers goes out and drive, guess what? I'm earning a commission. See, I'm not going to drive, but I can actually introduce it to people who want to drive. And when they do, I earn a commission. And the other thing what I love about this is that we have people who will ride. I have customers, and when they ride, guess what? I get paid as well, a commission. Not only that, my drivers can build their own customer base, and every time their customers ride, not with them, but with any other Vibe Ride driver, they get paid. If my driver wanted to introduce us to other drivers, okay, and they want to get paid, they will. They can become a part of the overdrive in Vibe Ride. So there's 3 ways to get paid, but you get paid as either driving or when others drive or when customers ride. Guys, this is incredible. That's never been done. That's so unique, and it's only proprietary. It's only iBoomerang's technologies. It's our way of doing business. Nobody else has that. Nobody else has that. So that's what's unique about us. That sets us apart in the industry of the rideshare industry. So you can actually earn up to 75% of all your tab or your fares when you drive. The first 50 you earn 70%, and after that you earn 75% of all your fares when you drive. And so here's the driver passive model. Okay. That means that, if you're part of this business and you know 10 people that want to drive, and they earn, let's say, $50,000 a year, the 10 people that you give apps to for free, and they earn $50,000 a year, now you have a total of $500,000 for the year that has been earned. You, because you gave them the app for free, has just generated $15,000 because you earn 3% of their fares. 3%. What can you do in your job right now that will put $15,000 in your pocket right now? 3% equals 15,000 just by giving away the technology, which is an app for the drivers to drive. And once you give them the technology, then the Prib takes over and make sure that they get completely registered and into the business properly. They're your driver for life now. And any driver that they introduce to the business and they want to become a driver, guess what? You'll earn commissions on that as well. They'll be your drivers as well. Guys, here's the rider's passive model. Okay, that means that if I take 10 apps and give them away to 10 friends, okay, they're my riders now. So whenever they ride, I get paid. But guess what? We have this thing where there's a referral program. And so every 5 rides, the 5th ride is free. For every customer, they get their 5th ride for free. So guess what? If I tell my 10 riders, hey, go get 5 people each, and your 5th ride is free, guess what? Now I have 50 riders. We do the same thing with those 50 riders, and now I have 250 riders plus 50 plus 10. That's 310 riders. This thing will blow up, guys. The rideshare industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry now. So think about it. 310 riders, and on average, they spend $50 a month on riding. That means that's $15,500 that's been generated. That's 3% of that's $465 for the year. That's over $5,500. What do you need to do in your job to put another $5,500 into your pocket? Guys, I have not talked about recruiting. I've not talked about sponsoring. I've not talked about anything that has to do with building a business yet. All I've talked about right now is sharing technology so that people can have access to it, so that they can either have discounted travel, they can have be a part of our rideshare program. That's all we've talked about. So we're going to talk about more ways of getting paid here. Okay? There. So our customer acquisition model. This is the one about the travel savings bonus. I remember I told you earlier when I said, remember that number 21, I think it was $2,100 or something like that. If you had gone to Paris and you spent 7 nights there, and it'll be more than just one night there, so you're going to save more money when you do that. So think about it. If you sent a boomerang to your friends and they take a trip to Paris, and let's say they save $600, 10 of your friends go to Paris, they save $600. That one trip, one time a year, and savings is already $6,000. Okay, in savings. All you did was send them a boomerang technology, a website. They got into your business as far as a customer. Now you just earned $3,000 in commissions because you decided to give out your technology to people who want to travel in the very near future or whenever they travel. Remember, we give out the technology without anything and expecting to come back to us. But we understand the law of reciprocity. We understand that principle of sowing and reaping. So if you're going to do 10 customers, why wouldn't you do 100 customers? Imagine that, 100 customers that go out and save $600. Guys, that's what, a couple of the zeros, that's what, $30,000 or something like that? Imagine that. All you're doing is giving out what? Something for free. We have people in our business right now. I have a business partner right now who has over 1,000 customers. This young lady has over, just in my business alone, there are people in our company that have over 10,000 customers. 10,000 customers. Guys, this is huge. So, team building model. Guys, now remember, this is where you start talking about leveraging and building a business, because if you know someone has the same mindset, that same business mindset that you have, you want to introduce this to them and they're going to like, okay, yes, I want to be a part of something that's brand new. I want to be a part of something that's in formulation. I want to be a part of something that's on ground floor. And that's where we are with this company. So we have a dual team structure that we pay you out up to $250,000 per week. And we could talk about that when you get started in the business. If you want to talk, we'll do a training on that. But this company will pay you up to 20% for your first 30 days when you get started with this business in your dual team structure. Okay, right now there are promotions that are taking place this month that I recommend that the person that invites you to this call, make sure you talk to them about the promotions that are taking place this month. We could actually get you paid almost to $1,000, almost $1,100 in the first 7 days if you take action when you first get started. And we can show you how to do that. You can get your investment back within the first 7 days of doing this business, guys. So how do we get started? $49.95 is a standby position. Okay, that's just a wholesale starter kit. You're at the you're at the airport, but you're not on the plane. So you get 1 boomerang customer site. You get 5 boomerangs to give away to friends and family. You get 25% of all direct travel savings bonuses instead of 100%. You get 25% of all referral commissions. That's for destination vacations, whereas you have parties of more than 10 or more. You can actually refer them to the concierge department, and they will take care of everything and still pay you a commission. You also have access to technology called iDecide Interactive Presentation. This is phenomenal technology that does the presentation for you, to whereas for those people who did not have the skill set to actually present, it does it for you. So you don't have to worry about anybody saying no. Okay. And then you have online business manager system, which is our back office. And all this is $49.95 and a $49.95 monthly subscription that will manage all of your websites in this business. Okay. But wait, there's more. So we have packages that you can actually become a part of the membership of iBoomerang. Okay, and I want you guys to understand this is an investment one time. Okay, and so the first package is Coach Class, which gives you I go booking engine. It also gives you hotels, flights, and rental cars. It gives you 10 boomerangs to give away now. You get a chance to earn 50% of the travel savings bonus. You get a dual team up to 10%. That's the 2 teams. You get access to the Crib and Vibe rides at the Coach Class for $250. Okay, one-time investment. Then you have the business class, which gives you everything in Coach Class, but now you have cruises that's added to that, plus 25 boomerangs. Now you have 100% of the travel savings bonus that's available to you. You have up to 12% in the dual team structure, and you have access to Crib and Vibe rides. That's a $500 one-time investment. But then there's the first class, guys. And look, everybody on my team, I believe, is first class. I believe they're first class, whether they got started first class or not. But I know they did get started first class. And so because of that, they have access to everything: the cruises, the homes, the weeks, the marketplace, the lifestyle, timeshares. They get 50 boomerangs, okay? 100% of the dual team, of the travel savings bonus, up to 20% of your dual team for the first 30 days, and the access to the Crib and Vibe rides. That's a $1,000 one-time investment, guys, for the first class position. Each position is $99.95 per month subscription fee for each one of these. What that means is that $99.95 will cover all of your websites, your trainings that take place. You know, we have training that's free to us every Saturday morning from 8 to 10. We have a website called iBoom Hub that has trainings there as well. There's so much that we're doing with $99.95, guys. Think about this. What business can you be a part of where you can have access to 188 countries worldwide and your overhead is only $99.95 a month? Your business overhead, if you franchise, you're paying millions of dollars just to become a part of a franchise. McDonald's says you have to have $1 million liquid before you can even entertain a conversation with them about franchising with them. But yet, we're asking you to look at this opportunity for $1,000 investment, guys. Think about it. The homes, the luxury homes that we offer in part of our core services, that alone is a $25,000 to $30,000 investment with other platforms, with the Hilton Vacations, with other companies that do these does these type of travel plans. But we're only saying there's a $1,000 one-time investment. You have access to everything, but you get to make money with it as well by giving away boomerangs. Guys, this is a very unique opportunity, very unique to anything. We've never done this. This has never been done in the industry before. And I know it's going to win because right now, like I said, Mr. Bugs, when he said we're approaching $100 million for sales, I've been there. I've been there with him when he did it with the last company. And guys, all it did was just blow up. We're projected to be a $50 billion company, guys, within the next 5 to 10 years. And let me tell you something. You know, we will sit back and we'll think about this thing. Do I want to do this? I'm not sure. I might wait. I'm gonna pray on it. I don't know if I have the money. And the one thing I want to share with you: do not allow your current situation to dictate your future blessing. There is a thing called faith. Faith without action is dead. And you really have to take time to assess, why is this presented to you tonight? Why are we on this call tonight? Because I did not get a call when Uber opened their doors. I would have loved to know, but would you have really taken the action then? But see, what you know now about Uber, would you have made a decision to join that wealth transfer back then, knowing what you know now? Same thing about Amazon. Everything you know about Amazon right now, would you have decided to make that decision to be a part of that wealth transfer back then? Guys, this is a wealth transfer moment for your family. Because when you position yourself and you do the work, guess what? You're setting up your family right now. This is our Amazon moment. This is our Uber moment. I promise you, this gentleman right now knows exactly what he's doing. He does not win by happenstance. He's very predictable. Success is predictable. He knows exactly what he's doing. He understands structure. He understands the comp plan. He builds out the comp plan. So with that, guys, when you get in a business like this, you want to get in when the plane is on the ground. The best time to get into business is when the plane is on the ground. We were voted the #1 fastest growing company in the world in the year 2019, and we were only 9 months old. The #1 fastest growing company in the world, guys. In our first, 60 days, we were the #3 out of 10,000 companies worldwide, not just direct sales, 10,000 companies worldwide, period. Ended up being #1 at the end of 2019. So with that being said, guys, now is the time to get started. Get back with the person that invited you to this call tonight, and we're going to open up for a couple questions, and then we're going to get ready for our call for tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing, guys. Thank you all so much for being on the call. So do we have any questions right now? Are there any guests that have any questions? They're always so quiet. Okay. Well, guys, look, I appreciate you. Mrs. Carter, Mr. Benson, it's back on you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that presentation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was excellent. I took some more good notes. I will be using some of those things for my next presentation.
I knew you were going to say that.
Definitely.
I knew you were going to say that.
Definitely. I'll say this, if you're a guest on here, guys, I can't add anything to this. This is my team leader. This is the reason I'm a part of this company. And the young lady who opened up put me in the business. So we all got the call right before the company started. And we've been running since day one. Actually, 3 weeks before, 4 weeks before the company launched. And then we really took off when the company really hit the ground. So if you're planning on joining, welcome to the team. For the guests that's on here, if you're recommitting yourself, new team members and team members that are on here, welcome to your new world. So I'm going to turn this over to that bright face over there that's so excited all the time. That's Mr. Carter.
Thank you, Mr. Benson. You're incredible. I depend on him so much. He's my right hand, left hand computer man. He is just a good guy. I just appreciate him to the uttermost. But you know, Miss Johnson, you said something that I had a flashback, and I got to get it off me. If you can indulge me just a moment.
Sure.
I was in corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
And oil and gas.
Mm-hmm.
I went to school, went to college, all that, got the grades, got out of college, and refused a job at the post office. Nothing wrong with that. I just thought I should be, in an office. That was just my thing. I worked in the church in the office and all that. So I did land a job in corporate America, oil and gas. And so at one point, now this don't age me. I got started in oil and gas when they were moving oil and gas by the month. So when it went from, just a regular monthly purchase to spot market. So I transferred into the spot market space. And, I ended up developing that department and everything. And before I knew it, I was training a person who didn't look like me.
Mm.
And then, that person was then giving me instructions and telling me what she wanted me to do. And then when she couldn't do it, she had to come ask me. And so, that just didn't sound just didn't work for me that much, And so I was blessed to be called out of that industry by the Most High to start my own business, Christian Mobile Massage. And that was that was beautiful for me. But I had to work my fingers to the bone. And so it was like, what happened to the great American dream? What happened to go to school, get the grades, go get a job, climb the ladder? You do that, bam, somebody slap you down because you can't have the position they're supposed to have. Take it for what you want to take it for. And then you go out and you work like crazy. You're going to develop it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. And there's no money in the bank. So when this came along, begrudgingly, skeptically, if that's a word, I went to see it, right? And when I left there, I felt a peace. I felt an ability to be worth what I think I'm worth, based on my abilities that I know I have inside of me, not what somebody else gonna put the pen to. That, So see, I tell you, I had a flashback. So I am so grateful that my first company was with this leadership. And when this leadership said something is not right, I believed, trusted, and went with that leadership. This leadership is impeccable. Hands down, heartfelt love all the time. And so now I am in a place where I don't have to report to somebody who I shouldn't be reporting to, because who should I be reporting to? Me and who? And so I'm just in a better place now. I'm developing myself. I encourage others to develop themselves. So this basically is a outstanding company that embraces personal development and then attaches a compensation plan to it that will reward you greatly based on the person you are and are becoming, because you deserve to be all you are called to be. So thank you for allowing me to have that flashback so I can stay in the mode of gratitude, because that right there was going to kill me. Or I was going to kill somebody. In fact, I almost did one time. So,
oh my.
So thank you. So I hope that helps somebody on the call to realize what we have our hands on in terms of being the person who can create your own financial destiny based on your efforts to go for your dreams and your goals, and not shrink your dreams down to your paycheck. Let your paycheck go up to your dreams, and go get yourself, go get what belongs to you, go get, because it's supposed to be yours, go get it. And so that's who I am right now. Every day, pumped up. So guys, thank you for letting me get that off my chest. I was having a moment.
Sounds good. All right, guys. So if we don't have anybody else that wants to share, we're gonna go ahead and close out the call. Appreciate y'all. And tomorrow night is Monday night training call, 8:00. Right? Excellent. So guests, please do not hesitate to get back with the person that invited you tonight. Out there on the East Coast. East Coast is tearing some stuff up right now, and we're super excited. Mrs. Owens, congratulations in advance, and we look forward to working with you and your new team.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Do you have anything you want to share with your guests before we get off?
I just want to tell them to stay plugged in if they're interested in the call, because this is a great team, a lot of experience on this team, and I commend all of it because you just lock hands and arm with them, and I've been feeling great ever since.
Absolutely. Well, we're super excited for you. You pimped your hand when you first got started. You kept showing up. We said, well, that's it. She keeps showing up. We got her. And we just, like I tell you, we just gonna love on you. Once you show up, we gonna just love on you.
All right. I love y'all guys too.
Absolutely.
It's all right. I love to do the same.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank everybody for getting on the call. Mrs. Hardy, great work. Appreciate you. It's good to see everybody. Lania, I haven't seen your face in so long. I saw you earlier. Okay, I saw you earlier. I didn't see you. So how you doing? It's good to see you. Absolutely. Well, guys, Jason. Excellent. Well, guys, look.
I'm sorry, I'm eating, y'all.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm about to eat my dinner too. I know it's late, but we're gonna eat. But I look forward to working with anybody, especially our new partners. We're just looking forward to it, guys. This thing is rocking right now, and keep doing the great work. Let's show up tomorrow night, 8:00 team call, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Stay plugged in to the WhatsApp and go grow go. We love y'all. Boom.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Congratulations to everyone.
Everybody, keep going.
And Ms. Johnson, we just had a new team member join. I just got a text message from Marcel.
Yo.
So that team over there is on fire.
What's his name?
The name is Charles. Charles, remember you asked the questions the other night
Yeah.
on the presentation? Yeah, so Charles just joined not too long ago. I just got the text message. So
Awesome.
there's a few more people coming on board too. So
Absolutely.
my hands are full. And I'm so excited over here.
Get those banners ready. Get those banners ready.
All the banners are done. I'm about to send them to you.
Okay. Congratulations.
And all of y'all are already tagged on the banner, so please make sure you congratulate to the team. It's posted on the Go Grow International.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Great work.
Thank you.
Great work. All right, guys. Have a good night. See you
Okay,
all.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.